Good evening and welcome to tonight's broadcast of the NBA's Rising Stars Challenge. Always a great chance to see some of the top-tier young talent going head-to-head. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And before this game gets going, let's check out our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Stan Van Gundy. David.
Well, guys, he told me that today is all about setting the tone for the rest of the season series with this team. He said they're going to be a tough opponent for us every time we see them. We've got to let them know right now, today, that we're going to be just as tough for them. We'll find out, indeed, if they can set the right tone, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. An All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And it's the elites to start out.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court right now for the Stars, Prez. He's in at the 4 spot. Young is out there with Heel. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Simmons in at the small forward. You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Towns, no luck.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Ingram kicks to Porzingis. Here's Azania.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans. Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Well, I tell you, that really sets a bad tone, especially this early. I mean, I'd rather see him commit a hard foul than give him an easy 2 like that. Show that you're willing to protect the basket. Make him earn it at least.
Prez. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. And I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Ingram passes to Porzingis. Can't hit from in close.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's Prez. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And it's hard not to fall for Prez's pump fake there. So gifted at getting defenders up in the air.
The Stars have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And it's the elites with the ball. Ingram kicks to Porzingis. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Moutier with the basket.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
The elites leading by 5. Kicks to Ingram. Left side, Porzingis. Here's Okafor, and he banks in the layup. Okafor's got his second bucket tonight.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Prez, no good. And the call will be against Prez.
I'm Prez.
That's his
and
first
I
foul.
approve that steal. Presidential pardon.
And it's the Elites with the ball. Here's Azania. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Stars trail by 9. The feed to Heel. Prez with the screen for Heel. And the shot goes down. Heel's got his first bucket in this one.
And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well known yet, but this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
Fires the 3. It's rebounded by the Elites. Okafor's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Towns with the steal. Pass to Young. It's stolen by Moutier. The dish to Ingram. Here's Porzingis. Another miss by the Elites.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Here's what the Elites have going on right now. Jokic has checked in for Okafor. Bender comes in for Porzingis. Cameron Payne's checked in for Hazanya. And Levins is subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now here's Prez. Here's Towns. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And there's a wide open man. Prez finds it.
The Elites leading by 7. To the middle, Towns with the steal. Now here's Prez. He's covered closely, feeds it to Heel. Dishes it to Towns. The Elites pull it in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And Bender is very skilled at drawing defenders into him, a gigantic player who feasts off of contact.
Both shots good from the stripe. The Stars trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The drive by Russell. And Simmons kicks to Prez. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And how about the precision there of Prez, keeping his balance and getting the shot off despite the obvious contact.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Elites.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Now here's Ingram. And here's Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. The Elites need to get off a shot. And it's Ingram missing.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Nice release there from Prez to knock down the triple.
I love his form. I mean, it's so repeatable and clean in terms of the release. Just great stuff from Prez.
And Prez with a clear path to the hoop. Stops, pops. Nice touch on the bank shot. Prez has got 11 points. 1:22 left to play in the first quarter. Al Levins. Inside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Prez picks one up.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
The Elites have been perfect.
Light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
On the court for the Stars. Prez in at power forward. Hield is out there with Young. Then it's Simmons. And it's Towns in at the 5. And it's Payne in the corner. It's stolen by Hield. And Simmons kicks to Prez. Towns up top. Passes it to Young. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Fires from 18. Kazanya's shot is off.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Prez dishes to Young. He kicks it to Prez. Back to Young. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Over in the corner, Prez. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Moutier. Here's the break. He feeds it to Okafor. Looking to end the drought. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got 4 assists now tonight. The Stars trail by 6. Hield the pass to Prez. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Hield. Again, the miss by the Stars.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
From outside the arc, Kazanya's shot is off. And the Stars have possession. Prez kicks to Hield. Prez with the screen for Hield. Hangs home the trifecta. Hield's got 5 points now in the quarter. Outside, Porzingis. It's stolen by Prez. In the corner, it's Hield. And the Stars, another 3.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to Okafor. It's stolen by Hield. Prez dishes to Towns. That gives them the lead. And the Stars lead by 2. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Stars.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too. Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Prez with the screen for Young. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Young's got his first 2 points of the night. Moutier passes to Kazanya. Out to Porzingis, looking to end the run. They get it again. A second chance effort. Good on the bucket. Okafor's got 8.
And not forget to box out Okafor on the glass. I mean, he is relentless in his attack.
And Young kicks to Simmons. And they call an illegal screen here.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it. And you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
And the Elites making a change here. Ingram's checked in. A 3-ball. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got 5 assists in the game. The Stars trailing. Prez kicks to Towns. And Okafor with the block.
And the reach of Okafor cannot be understated. I mean, when he's around, he's very good at getting those big paws up quickly and batting shots away.
And the Elites with some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Levens is subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier. Towns dishes to Simmons. He used that pick to get in close.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. been a good night for Okafor. He has 8 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Rising Stars Challenge, where the NBA's youngest, brightest stars take the stage.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right, and the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
We've got Okafor. Porzingis is out there with Ingram. Then it's Moutier, and it's Hezonja in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the game right now for the elites. Here's Moutier, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And guys, I tell you what, they are getting after it on both ends here tonight. This game isn't all about offense this year.
Yeah, it's really been a competitive contest. It's not just a show. These teams are getting after it.
Porzingis, the basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got his 6th assist on the night. Young pass to Prez. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
For the lead. And, yep, couple bounces, and it falls. 8 points for Porzingis.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
And once again off the mark by the Stars.
Starting to get restless here. 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Ingram picks to Moutier. Down low. He dishes it to Okafor. 4 on the shot clock. Prez with the rebound. Prez has got his 4th rebound in this one. The pass to Young. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Young's got it all tied up now for the Stars.
And Young is comfortable operating inside. When he gets that close to the hoop, the D has no chance.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Okafor. And the rejection by Town. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. 1:27 left in the third. Levins with it. There's the screen. Top of the key, Hezonja. Here's Bender.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Here's Hezonja. Kicks it to Bender. 6-2. And it goes out of bounds. The Elite's able to keep the ball here. The Stars making a switch here. Towns is checked in. .109 left in the third. Shot clock at 3 from 13. And the call up against Jokic. That's his 5th foul.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
Prez with the screen for Dunn. Goes up on the wing. Bender with the rebound.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Dunn, wide open, he fires. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Dunn's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Pass to Hezonja. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. To the paint. Bender the pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Prez. The drive by Russell. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
So going to the free throw line is Russell off a quick dribble drive.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Now here's Moutier. From deep. It's off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Stars lead by 10. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is... And welcome back to the Rising Stars Challenge, a showcase for the up-and-coming stars of the NBA.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Stars. Prez in at the 4 spot. D'Angelo Russell out there with Dunn. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Simmons in at the small forward position. Shoots from the block. Count it. And the Stars lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Ingram.
And the speed of Ingram is not easy to keep pace with, just blowing past whoever dares to try and stop him.
Unloads from 9. Okafor with the steal. And they're on the break. Pull up Shea. And it's Ingram missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Prez dishes to Towns. Porzingis with the block. And he gets it back. Hacked and still knocked it down. Nice composure. And the Elites making a change here. Haynes checked in. And for the Stars, Fields checked in for Dunn. Young is subbed in for Russell. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Moutier. Drills the three-pointer. Here's Young. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Prez kicks to Towns. And Okafor with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Well, not going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Stars.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
And there's the feed to Okafor. Fader on the way. The Stars with the rebound. Prez has got 6 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's Towns. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Towns has got 11 in the second half.
Timeout. Start it.
Timeout called the Elites. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain him.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Elites. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's Ingram missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Okay, time now for an injury report.
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Elite's head athletic trainer. He said he turned his ankle, and it is definitely starting to swell up. A really discouraging development for this team at such an early point in the season. We'll see how they respond, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. It's stolen by Moutier. Outside, Porzingis. Moutier pass to Okafor. Here's Portis. Good defensive work there by Young. And the Stars leading by 8. Hield kicks to Prez. Young in the corner. The dish to Simmons. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Moutier passes to Portis. Ingram dishes to Okafor from 6 away.
And guys, this is becoming the story of the second half. Missed free throws. You can't come back in a game if you can't make your foul shots.
At the line for your release, Okafor. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And already Okafor has become a dominant big man in the association. Has a good number of post moves to choose from, in addition to a nice jump hook.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for the elites. Prez kicks to Simmons. Ingram with the steal. Outside, Porzingis. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Nets the corner 3. Moutier's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the elites. Young outside. That shot is off. The elites go the other way with it. And here's Moutier. To the paint. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Here's Hezonja. Picked by Okafor. Here's Moutier. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. And the Stars leading by 5. To the inside, Towns. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
So it's the Stars now. Young dishes to Prez. It's tipped. It's stolen by Moutier. Young with the steal. Here's Hield. Drops it in from 11 feet. And now a 9-point Stars lead.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time. So no problem for the Stars as they get the win.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time